Steven, we are going to dive into this top position, and you can see how you're looping your hands in transition over the top. But the first thing that I have to do is share with everyone how good of a setup position that you have. Okay, you can see that you're bent over at the waist about 135 degrees. That places your hands dangling naturally underneath of your shoulders. You also are keeping a very soft trail arm, and I can see a little bit of your lead arm on top of your trail arm. That is really, really good. You also have a decent amount of space between your hands and your body. And you can see that your feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and body are all aiming parallel to your target line. Most players watching this video right now would have their feet aiming to the right with open shoulders. All right, so that is really, really good. You're going to work the club basically right up the plane, so that's also really solid. You're going to get into a pretty manageable top position where you can see if you were to stop here, your lead arm would match shoulder plane, your hands would be pretty deep over your heels. This isn't bad, right? But what you're going to add in the tendency to do, Steven, is loop your hands over the top. You're going to see that there. You're going to get a little bit too long, and that's going to cause you to come down steep and over top of the original plane. All right, so from this position, you're going to continue to release and rotate and hold on to the club face, which is why the ball starts left and slices back. Okay, you're hitting more of a pull cut, which is a possibility. I don't think it's the most consistent way or the most consistent ball flight. So the first thing I'd have you do is put a stick out 2 feet behind you, covering your hands just like this from down the line. And I want you to go up to the top of your swing, and I want you to pause. And you're going to pause for a couple seconds, and then you're going to swing underneath of the stick. All right, this is going to fix your tendency to loop your hands. What you're going to have to do instead is you're actually going to have to keep your back facing the target, drop your hands and arms back down in front of your body as you shift into your lead side and swing underneath of the stick. Because right now, if the stick was here, what you're going to see is that you would absolutely demolish the stick, right? And so we got to get you swinging a little bit more out to the right and getting shallower earlier instead of coming down steep and over the top.